Wake up. It's time to do the thing. Deep breaths. Hold it close. We are here again. Harvest time. Today there is a mist in the air, smoke from the burning of wood, and it releases perfume, toxins, and spirits into the air. Breathe it in. It is useful for today's work. Today we search for a new signal, a pleasurable sickness, a sadness that wants to linger in itself, that longs for regression, for time to behave in a different, less efficient way, for time, in fact, to suspend itself such that you can hold something that is no longer there. It appears pink on the spectrum of light, soft and kissable, like a lip or the flush of skin. A kind of ripeness, warm to the touch, but cold at heart, crumbles in the hand. Such a strange and fleeting, powerful signal leaves you crumpled in the gut. This signal is nostalgia, wistfulness, dream, memory, a horror dressed up in pleasure, death wearing a living mask. Let's get the old machine started. Your tools of decryption: footsteps, fingers, ears and nose, eyes and skin, and breath. Now, let's get going. There is a mist gathering around you. It sits warm on your skin, and what condenses on the surface is memory. Follow the signal. Let it lead you. Let it pull you in the gut towards an uninhabitable past.
A bird calls me to attention. A mangrove whistler, a rainforest bird, crying from a depleted ecosystem. What does it mean for an ancient rainforest to be embedded among a city like this? It's like ancient history, loudly, painfully insisting on itself. I am still here. I am still here. The bird calls me to mourning, to a funeral, calls me to find a spot and bury my love there. Because love, like all things, must be laid to rest when it dies. When we first met, there was a light in the air. It's cheesy when I say it now, but how else do you explain what happened? There he was, splayed on a couch at a friend's house, smoking a cigarette. He had a mustache then, which made him look so regal, and a calm about him, an assurance that gave him the aspect of a sitting Buddha, or even a Pieta. And through the haze of cigarette smoke, he emerged, a light, like I said, catching his face. His eyes met mine and asked me my name. Everything is gorgeous in hindsight, this much is true. But the point of origin always seems significant. Like a fruit, right? The way it bears all the promise of a tree, there packaged in the very beginning. All the seeds of things to come. The cigarette smoke foretells hours lingering with him by the window, listening to him hum. The mustache foreshadows the tears caught in the path of his lip. Countless nights grieving with him. The statue-like aspect, regal at the beginning, but over the years more and more like stone, impenetrable and cold, the hard wall of his back. And his eyes. It's all foretold in his eyes. 5 years of his eyes, then 6, and 7, and then... How would it work, this long distance thing?
I don't know.
Well, you have to know. You're making it happen.
I mean, I'm just going with the flow, right?
Yeah, you've got other responsibilities.
Like what?
Like me.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine?
I don't know.
These things need a bit of structure, you know.
Structure?
Yeah, you're always talking about structure.
That's musical structure.
I think we've gotten so used to just being around each other.
Yeah, which is why I think we'll be fine.
No, listen, so used to being around each other, I don't think we know how to be apart.
Okay.
We're bad at being apart.
We're never apart.
Exactly, except when we are, like that conference.
Keep talking about
Yeah,
it.
because I didn't hear from you for a week.
I told you.
This is going to be worse. You will literally disappear. I will never see you again.
You're being dramatic. What do you want me to say, huh?
Tell me where we are.
What?
Tell me where we are.
A park.
You know what I mean.
Where we are. I don't know. Where we are. We're at a turning point. We're at a juncture. We're at a crossroads. I don't know. Pick your metaphor, right? We are...
Actually, we're on two paths that have tangled messily around each other.
Okay.
And I think you found a way out.
Don't say that.
And I need you to be honest with me about it. Because I could be in this for a very long time, okay? A very long time. And if you don't want me to be, you need to tell me. His eyes dart the way they do when he's about to lie.
I want you around.
His eyes dart down the way they do when he feels guilty.
We'll just call every day.
His eyes look at mine the way they do when he wants me to stop being angry with him.
I love you.
I think you fall in love with someone when they show you a bit of who they are. A bit of that shameful, fleshy, hidden thing they keep away from polite society. It's irresistible because once they open that cabinet of horrors, the rib cage, the beating, bloody heart bared to you in the darkness, it's a pact made between two people. This is exactly how we're going to fuck each other up. Except with him. Not in the dark, but under the glare of stage lights, fluorescent, and 100 other faces watching, bored, and his fingers were making quick work of some furiously tragic piece of music or another. And it's trite to say don't fall in love with musicians because they wear it on their sleeve, but there it is. A year of loving him, and this is the instant I fall truly and hopelessly in love. Because I'm not otherwise used to seeing him say so much. His placid responses, the way he switches off when we probe tender questions, his relentless avoidance, all the red flags, all the things I think I can fix, all the reasons to leave, and maybe after a year of this I think, okay, it's time. But then he shows me a bit of who he is. I don't understand the music except that it's sad. And that's enough for me because it is someone else's sadness. Someone else's heartache and misery, and there he is like a pro, showing me he can care, he can feel. And he can, with technical precision, read all this feeling and briefly make it his own. I think this gives me hope. A year's worth of doubts tinkle away. I am his. What I didn't understand was that this was never meant for me. It was always between him and himself, him and the music. And I would be there, in a chair, dutiful, expectant, shut out. Is that all you're packing?
Yeah? What more should I pack?
More clothes.
I don't need that many.
You're going to freeze to death.
I'll get more there if I need.
This is ridiculously light packing.
I'm not like you.
Meaning what?
Meaning you always overpack.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you pack 10 outfits and end up wearing 2 for the whole trip.
Well, this isn't a trip.
Yeah, so?
You're moving your whole life.
Yeah, so?
Seems a bit light, that's all.
Why are you so personally offended by this?
I'm not offended.
You are. You're
I'm
getting
not.
irritable. You're angry. Oh my god, what is it?
I'm worried about you.
You and my mom.
Don't compare me to your mom.
I wasn't.
Always do that when
I wasn't.
You always.
I'm sorry.
You know how I hate that.
Yeah. Would you rather I pack a very heavy bag?
No.
What more should I pack?
It's not that.
Then?
I don't want to be such a drag. I really don't.
Okay.
I don't want to be like this.
Like what?
I feel like I'm just making things hard for you.
Why?
I don't think I'm playing the right game.
What do you mean?
I think we're on very different wavelengths.
I don't get it.
I think I just want you to be more burdened than this.
Why?
It can't be this easy for you to leave.
But it is. I want to go light, run faster, get farther.
I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Yeah.
I feel like when the plane takes off, the thread will snap.
The thread?
The last one.
I don't think so.
We're hanging by it.
So you want me to be saddled with all the things I'm trying to get away from?
Yeah.
Like you want my back to break under the weight?
Correct.
You want to piggyback on me and never let go until you're thrown off the plane?
If I have to.
You want me to burn you up and swallow your ashes?
To get that close to you, yeah. Line your stomach. I want to compress you back into that ball of potential I saw on the couch that first night. Squeeze everything I know of you back into order. I want you to smile at me the way you did in the beginning with so much curiosity before familiarity dulled the way you look at me. I want our first sex, the gasp of recognition, the way our bodies clicked together before they started to chafe. I want the kindness in your voice as you asked me my name before you filled it with all the banal dissonances you so love in your music. Really, I just want to have you in the palm of my hand, my cherished fruit, and I will swallow you whole and show you everything inside me. I want the night I wake up crying from a bad dream and in half-consciousness you reach over the bed and hold me and say it's okay. Because in waking, you shy away from such simple love. I want the whole fucking thing to be reset.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
I tell him. And yours? He tells me.
Sorry, do you mind if I'm smoking?
No, I smoke too.
Oh, do you want to bum?
No, I'm okay. I heard you playing just now.
Playing?
Yeah, the...
Oh, yeah.
You're very good.
I'd better be.
Why?
Trained for years.
You play concerts?
No la, not that good. Not yet. I noticed you earlier.
You did?
Yeah, in the kitchen. You tell very good jokes.
Oh, that.
You're an actor.
Yeah.
You're very funny.
And you're very talented.
Thank you.
If I told you in 4 years I'd forget the sound of your laugh, would you believe me?
No, I wouldn't.
Why?
Because in this moment, I'm so charmed by you.
Yeah?
Yes. The way your eyes crinkle when you smile turns me on, melts my defenses.
And if I told you in 5 years from now, we no longer touch each other, would you believe me?
No. I could never imagine not wanting to feel the weight of you on me, the heat of your breath in my ear.
If I told you in 7 years, you could not even give me the mercy of saying what you really mean, would you believe me?
Yes.
Because?
Because even looking at you now, I can feel how terrifying your love is going to be, how unprepared for it I am, and how hard it will be for me to hurt you, even with mercy.
Very soon, you will hurt me through your silence. Do you believe that?
No. Because you make my insides thrum with music. I'm never really silent.
Really?
Yes. I think this will always be true.
I don't think so.
Even you know the music can change.
Yes.
Maybe you've got a problem hearing when it does. But for now,
Yes.
come sit next to me.
Sure.
I'd like to get to know you.
It's when I see you cry that I love you the most. It's in our most unhappy, our most melancholy that I am truly happy, because love, I tell myself, is the coexistence of two people steeped in great sadness. It's when you give yourself to me in sadness that I feel the most consecrated. We can set the house on fire with our sadness, burn down together with it. This is the holiest of loves. When you wept on stage, thrumming through that sad piece of music, I decided melancholy would be our frequency. I would compete for your melancholy, fight hard to win the soft parts of you. I tried to draw it out of you. I want you to feel about me the same way you feel about some strange man's inner grief abstracted onto notes on a score and flourishes and chords. I want you to react to my sadness. I want you to play my sadness. Reach deep inside me and show me you love me. I think I've gone a little mad the past 7 years trying to make you cry for me. I don't know that you ever have. And this terrifies me, because what does it mean to feed so much of my own sadness into you? Like a piano roll score, only to hear your bland silences and your lame mumblings. And then, maybe too late, I realize I've wound too much of myself into you, like a skeleton. And now to be apart from you is literally to die. I made you a thing.
Thank you. What is it?
It's a book.
You wrote it.
Recipes. I handwrote them.
I don't cook.
Yeah, but you should. You'll be living on your own.
Thank you. It's really sweet.
There's a letter in it. Maybe don't open it till you're on the plane.
Okay. Why?
I don't know, it's mushy.
You're always mushy.
I know, but I don't want to make a big thing of it.
There's so many empty pages.
Yeah, for you to fill in.
Kind of symbolic.
Symbolic? No, I just ran out of recipes.
Oh,
Symbolic of what?
I don't know. The future? Unknown.
Oh.
This bit here, where you stop writing, I guess that's now, isn't it? Where you stop and I carry on.
What? Well, that's not how I see it.
No, I know.
Is that how you see it?
I think so.
You think so?
I think it has to be.
Has to be.
End of a chapter. End of the road, end of the line, where you stop and I carry on. And you carry on, really. You have to.
Have to.
You have to let me go.
Have to.
You have to keep going. If it's not clear, I'm breaking up with you.
It's clear. I just...
What?
Are you sad?
I am.
Then why aren't you crying?
What?
You're not crying.
I don't know.
It's too heavy for you not to.
I don't feel heavy. Can I be honest?
Okay.
I feel so light.
Light.
I feel relieved.
Of me.
And for you. I don't like it when you're unhappy.
You make me unhappy.
Yeah, and I don't know why. And I don't know how to stop it.
I just needed you to feel the same things as me.
I don't know that I can feel things.
You can.
Really?
I've seen you cry at the piano.
That's different.
He remains so silent. Is that it?
I don't know what to say.
Cry. Cry and tearfully say with a smile, with a ugly cry smile, say...
You said needed.
What?
You said you needed. See, it's already past.
What?
We're already past. We're already slipping away.
Not yet.
We shouldn't dwell on it.
Not yet.
Let it happen. We were good, yes?
Yes.
We had a good time, yes?
I think so.
We've loved each other.
Yes.
We've been inseparable.
Yes.
And now, we are not.
A park. Myself. A bird calls me to attention. A mating call, plaintive and curious. What does it mean to bury your love when it dies? Where do you go? I find a tree of some significance. This one, which looks beautiful. Looks like the tree I think our love could have grown into, had I the right seeds. I place our love here, on this spot. I mark it with my feet, and I pour my grief into it. I seal the grave with a word of love. I don't know who will find it. What traces of it will remain? Will I remember in old age where I buried it? Will I remember him? There is a way that 7 years of love can fade quickly, almost overnight. If you find it, whoever you are, remember it for me.
Stop here. X marks the spot. A deep well of sadness lingers here. We would do well to hold it, feel it, and release it. Speak a word of love. Breathe. I think that's enough for today. We must record it, set it down, and leave it behind. Another good day. Close your eyes. Release yourself and rest till the next day's work.